TechCrunch TV. I'm in Toronto, Canada during our Toronto Meetup, the TechCrunch Northern Meetups. We're kicking them off here in Toronto. We're at Steam Whistle Brewery, a big brewery here in downtown Toronto, and we're just going to walk around and get a feel for what the meetup is, who these people are who came out. So follow me. So you're here at the meetup. Tell me your name. Tell me what you're doing here.
My name is Joseph Pupolo. I'm from Print Chomp, but I've been trying to help TechCrunch come to Toronto because I think there's an awesome scene here. I'm ecstatic that you guys are making the voyage to the Great White North, and I hope this is not the last time you're here. Have you enjoyed the Canadian hospitality?
I have enjoyed it so much. I like how I started this interview acting like I didn't know who you were. We had dinner together last night. You were someone who welcomed us. You rolled out the red carpet. Why did you think it was so important for TechCrunch to be in Toronto?
Well, I think there's some amazing things going on in the Canadian scene, from Windsor to Montreal and Toronto and Waterloo, so many places in between. It's really important to really get the word out about what's going on in the scene. There's so many people that go back and forth between here and the Valley, and I mean, in many ways we get undercovered, and now that you're here, you're finding out what's actually going on under the covers, because there's a lot going on that's worth reporting and talking about. So I'm just ecstatic you guys are here.
So have you been having fun? We're like halfway through the night, or maybe 3/4 of the way through the night. How's it been?
Whenever I have a lot of drink tickets, that always helps, but I think the community is really ecstatic to have people here, and just everyone on the whole TechCrunch team being so accessible to just people coming, talking, and telling their story. That's really what it's about. It's about telling stories and passionate people who are putting their lives on hold to build an amazing company and try and change the world, and I couldn't be happier that you guys are here to help tell that story.
Well, Joseph, we're so happy to be here. You should get back to the party, so.
I definitely will. Thanks so much. Standing
with me is Ben Zlotnick, who is the founder of InCubes, which is a co-working incubator space. Explain to me a little more about InCubes.
No problem at all. So InCubes is a tech accelerator here in Toronto. We focus on early stage internet-related companies that are just about to launch or have just launched. They might have a little bit of traction. It's a 3-month accelerator similar to other accelerators across the globe, and we focus on 3 things. We focus on business development, as well as the product, as well as obviously investor relations, access to capital.
And so how do you think about having an incubator startup space in Toronto versus Silicon Valley, which I know you've visited, San Francisco, New York, these places? What's different about Toronto?
Well, Toronto itself has some great talent over here. It's a very educated workforce. There's great universities, and it's not a saturated market. Over here in Toronto, there's a lot going on. I mean, what I refer to as in the 21st century, the gold rush of the 21st century, and things are really happening over the last number of years. There's some great community involvement. The ecosystem is really growing, and we're excited about it. We meet some fabulous startups, and people are really excited about being involved and building great companies for the economy.
So how are you enjoying the meetup? What brought you out here tonight? How's it been?
So TechCrunch has done a phenomenal job. I mean, they brought out basically, from the crowd that I've seen here, they brought out the people from the accelerators, they brought out the investors, they brought out the startup community, and partners in general. So from my experience, you guys have done a phenomenal job. Obviously, I've been in touch with you guys over the last year or so from a writing perspective as well as media. I communicate with you guys consistently, and you guys have always been a pleasure to deal with.
Great. Well, we'll have to come back to Toronto soon. This has been super fun.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Colleen. All the best. And enjoy Detroit and Chicago. Send my regards.
Hey, so we're here at Steam Whistle Brewery and at the meetup. So can you guys tell me what brings you here tonight?
Well, Sarah and I both work at Mars Discovery District, so we're here just supporting the entrepreneurial community in Toronto. We've got a huge group of people here from Mars. We've got our Jolt Accelerator, entrepreneurs, just talking to them about Mars and what they're doing, and yeah, just meeting everybody.
And Mani, right? What brings you here?
So I try to be involved in the startup scene in Toronto. I'm one of the managing directors of Founder Dating in Toronto. It's a SF-based network that allows entrepreneurs to meet co-founders. I work at a startup in Toronto, so I just try to be involved, see what everyone's up to.
And so tell me, what's the Toronto startup scene like? I mean, looking around here, it seems pretty busy.
It's vibrant, it's alive, it's vibrant. We have so much talent here. We have so many companies here that these types of meetups and opportunities like this is what Toronto needs. And thank you guys for hosting this.
Cool. Anything particular you guys are looking forward to tonight? Anyone you're hoping to talk to or see?
We're still promoting our Jolt Accelerator program. Our applications just closed last night, actually, but it's always an opportunity to talk to other entrepreneurs about the program and gauge some interest for the next cohort and introduce the cohort that just passed to the ones that are interested in applying. So.
And how about you? Do you have a favorite Toronto startup right now that you're excited about?
There are a lot of great Toronto startups right now. I love 500 Pixels. I love Wave Accounting. Wattpad is pretty awesome. Of course, Top Hat Monocle. So lots of great startups in Toronto right now. I really like the company My Shoebox. I actually know the co-founder. So yeah, a lot to be excited about here.
Cool. Well, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out. Have fun. We'll talk to this guy. So you're enjoying the beer. I'm
Wit. Wit. W-H-I-T.
So what are you doing here at the meetup? What brought you here tonight?
I thought it'd be a good opportunity to meet some like-minded people, take a look at what's on the table in Toronto, you know, see what it's all about.
And when you say like-minded, what is your mind like?
Oh, come on. Everyone here is a startup wannabe, a developer, an entrepreneur, you know. It's a bit for everybody.
And what would you say the startup scene is like here in Toronto?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm not actually from Toronto. I'm from Nova Scotia, but you know what? I'm based in Toronto a lot of the time, and it seems to be a pretty vibrant community.
What do you think Canadians bring to the table when it comes to technology?
Hey, I don't want to play the country card here, but Canadians are pretty smart people. So I got to say that we bring a very highly educated workforce. We bring a lot of new, innovative ideas. Hey. BlackBerry and RIM might be a little bit down in the dumps right now, but hey, more ideas, more innovation, everything's coming from this this part of the world. What can I say?
It's a good place. Thank you, Wit.
Hey, thank you.
Enjoy your beer.
Hey, cheers.
What brings you? Can you tell me your name? What brings you here?
So my name's Caitlin. I'm CEO and co-founder of Cream HR. We help companies hire the best employees.
Is there a hiring issue? I know in Silicon Valley, at TechCrunch, we're always talking about it's a hiring frenzy right now. What's the situation in Toronto?
It's same in Toronto. My co-founder's actually in the Valley taking advantage of that frenzy, but we're experiencing it here in Toronto as well. We have amazing talent, but when you get spammed with resumes, how do you know? Well, we make it so that you know.
How do you separate the cream from the milk?
So, perfect, yeah. So my co-founder is a professor of psychology at the University of Toronto, and he's at the very forefront of psychometric testing. So we're able to test how great somebody is at problem solving, as well as if they have the personality to really be a top performer. And so we do that at the very beginning of the hiring process. As you apply for a job, you take our assessment, and we're able to shortlist excellent candidates for the employer.
Cream HR, are you having fun here tonight?
It's amazing. This is a perfect venue and an amazing event, and I hope that you guys come back and we do it again soon.
I hope so too. We haven't gotten it. We've just scratched the surface with Toronto. But thank you. All right, I was just trying to make my way through the crowd, and this gentleman pulled me aside and said he had an app to show me. So, Mark.
Yes.
Explain to me what's happening.
I just put it up on Roku yesterday for the show so we could get around here. So this definitely were a big help in motivating me to get out there with it.
Great.
And the product name is called Atlatl. And what we do is we turn low-value display ads into high-value search ads. And we do this by indexing the landing pages and tying it back to the image of the ad itself. Right? So it makes display ads searchable. Right? And so we end up with a river effect. of ads from a search. So what I've done here is just search for New York City, and I'm getting display ads that have been taken off from the internet, from the wider web, and then follow into the search. Right? So you end up with sort of a Pinterest type effect here, although it's not really designed after Pinterest, of the ability to scroll and explore and discover these ads, which are traditionally low value, now become much higher value.
Yes, display ads are famously kind of low value. What is what brought you here tonight? To the how long have you been in the Toronto tech scene?
My throat is pretty much raw, and we've been going steady since 6 o'clock. It's pretty much right at the line. I was pitching in line to come through here, so we've been putting in to get the message out and try to get a little bit of interest from somebody.
And what's the scene been like? Have you been having fun?
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, we put on quite a party.
Well, thanks for showing us, Atlatl.
Hopefully we can come and visit you sometime in San Francisco.